Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Streamer Showcase! Welcome, everyone, damn it, to episode 5. That's 5 of the Streamer Showcase. And episode 5 had to be with the soggiest streamer I've ever known, I've ever met, SoggeeTissue. What is going on, brother?
Yo, what it do?
How are you, man? How was the stream today?
It was good. We played a good game, man. We were playing Tell Me Why.
Okay.
The stream was awesome. We got rated by a F5. It was insane.
Cool.
And then we just kind of chilled from there, man. And after that, it was just a chill stream. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Looking forward to getting into this.
Hell yeah.
So if you don't know, if you're living under a rock, because this is obviously the most popular podcast in the world.
Hands down.
All right, hands down. It's not even a contest. There's going to be 15 gaming and streaming questions. We're going to have 15 rapid fire speed round questions. And my brother Soggee has agreed to the 5 open-ended edgy questions. Are you ready to get this thing going, my good sir?
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Number 1, what moment in your life made you want to start streaming?
This is an easy one, man. Got laid off from the liquor store and because I was running 3 liquor stores, and I was like, you know what? I always wanted to help people, but like I never had a way of doing that. You know, I never went to medical school, never did any of the, the charity stuff other than like for dogs and stuff like that. So I was just like, you know what? I want to do something that I can have some type of outreach, because I was like the best thing in the liquor store. So I decided, you know what, bump it. I want to try streaming because Angry Lady, who's my wife, and my boy Rochi, shout out. And he was like, yo, just do the streaming thing, man. He's like, you like talking to people, you know bullshit. Like, just do the streaming thing. Like, quit being basically a pussy. And I was just like, okay, man, I'm going to do it. I'm nervous. I want to do it, but I'm nervous. So I started doing it. I met a few people. Then I met my moderators. And it just kind of just blew up from there. And it was just like, I started meeting people and talking about like what was going on in their lives. And they were sharing like their hardships. They were sharing their good times. And all of a sudden it just kind of, I don't know, blindsided me. And I was like, yo, this is what I want to do. Like, this is what I want to do. I didn't even realize, you know what I mean? It was just kind of like a shot in the dark. Sure. And I just happened to like land roughly near the target. And I was like, shit, this is what's up. So at that moment was like, probably when I had a string of people come in and we talked about their day and stuff like that. And that was the moment when it clicked, was like the next few weeks they kept coming through and they were just like in a better mood and then in a better mood and then talking more. And then I was like, that shit right there is what made me want to do it.
Did you own a PC before, or did you get everything once you realized you want to start streaming?
So funny story about that. I didn't start on a PC until about 5 years ago. And 5 years ago, the first PC that I got, besides my mom's, like LimeWire and Napster infested 90s PC,
of course,
was, you know what I mean?
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Bro, so, I gave my old PC has AIDS because of me.
It's done. It's
no
done.
question.
There's no coming back. So I was given a Frankenstein PC that one of my buddies, who's a tech guy, Dan, and his son made. His son was at the time only about like 4 or 5 years old, and they built this PC together, and it was just a hodgepodge of different parts. So I started playing with my boy Rochi, and I brought him over the Mega Potato, and Roach was like, yeah, this ain't gonna fly. Like, dude, you are literally running like off of a desktop for like, Excel, and that's it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So after that, he hooked me up with a PC. That was the first rig that I started. And he was like, hey, it will get you by and you do your thing. So I started off with like we're talking like a 15-dated PC. And then Angry Lady and Hotspur, they both said, you know what, we believe in you. So they got a camera. It started picking up steam. We started meeting people. I expressed their dream for my dream of being an artist. And they were like, yo, you want to be an artist? I was like, yeah. I was like, but I grew up told I ain't going to be an artist because it doesn't make money. And that's where the next PC came from. So yeah, I've only been gaming for 5 years, dude. And everything has been out of the graciousness, is that the word, of other people that
Sure.
believe in me. But it took what, like I'm 30 something years old, right?
Yeah.
And so it took over 20 plus, it took over 20
To
years
find like your calling.
to find my calling, but more importantly to find the people who actually believe in me.
Okay.
So
Beautiful.
yeah,
I love it.
yeah.
Nice, dude. Very, very nice. Okay. Let's see. Number 2. What's the biggest challenge or setback you face when it comes to streaming?
My biggest challenge and setback. Shit. My biggest challenge, right, is, no joke. My biggest challenge is taking care of myself to make sure that I can provide the content and the safe and fun environment that I said I was going to provide. So I think that the biggest challenge is making sure that my mental health and my physical body are doing what they need to do so that I can be who I truly am and not like the, fatigued, out of weight, or tired, or
Of course.
unhealthy sleeping, soggy, because that ain't me. And I live with, I don't battle anymore depression. So I like, heavy depression, homie. But like, it's no longer a battle, you know what I'm saying? So I think that that's the biggest challenge. My biggest setback, probably me being consistent, that self-sabotage. I think that that's the biggest setback. Like, everything out on the outside forces, I just chalk that up to like something that I can't change. So like when you ask me about challenges, I automatically go to my self challenge, because I can't change what's outside my realm. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I would say that that's my biggest challenge and setback.
I feel like despite what you just said, you are very consistent.
You're
You're more consistent than you're more consistent than I am. Like
Oh,
I find that I let numbers really fuck with me.
for real, me too. Me too.
I
Straight up.
really do. One of the worst things that I do is like after every stream, I go straight to my Twitch analytics and I look and I fucking I analyze, right? And I'm like,
Not anymore.
why are my numbers like this when they were like that? What am I doing wrong? And then I start to second guess myself and I start to doubt myself. And a buddy of mine, it's a Jersey thing, who streams. He made a very very
Oh
good
yeah,
point about the summertime and how this is actually the first summer where people, since COVID, where people are actually able to get out and do stuff. So you shouldn't get so down on yourself if your numbers are down, because the people who would normally be there aren't, because they're out living their lives.
yeah. Like, I mean, to touch on that, I would say, dude, there's so many like moving gears and facets that are just like going, that play into a different Twitch lifestyle now. Like when I first started was in 2020. I finished my first year. I'm on my second year, right? And the first year, everybody was home. Everybody, you know what I mean? So like now, like you said, they're out and about, but also there's like these bouts. Like I try to play into it as like a retail store, you know what I mean? Like where you think, okay, people like myself, I have two little ones. I have to save, money just like everybody else to get the little ones some gifts, and then this, and then birthdays, and then summer, then camp, and then school.
Sure.
And then even people who don't have kids, you know what I'm saying? They got the pets, they got the bills, they got the vets, they got, the outings and all that other stuff. So it's like everyone has these big waves. And I think it's hard to separate that from like you saying I did something wrong. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that wave is going to happen whether you're rolling at 100 and you're on your top peak, or
Yep.
you're running at 50. It's out of your control. So I am guilty of it too, bro.
Yeah.
Like I look at it, but lately I have not been looking at the analytics. I've been having a way better time not looking at the numbers. And that was
Yeah.
from Angry Lady. She was like, you need to stop. She was like, you need to stop looking at the numbers and just let you be you. And
Do
it's
you look
hard.
at your view count while you're streaming?
Never. Absolutely not. When I do, it's if the only exception in my case is when no one's talking. That's the only time I do a view count, because I look at it at two different ways. One, everyone's chilling and they're having such a good time, they don't even need to feel like they need to talk.
Right.
So I look at it like that. Or if it's all the way down, wait, let me do a technical run. Is my camera choppy? Is my game choppy? Or what's going on? Am I losing connection? And like most of the time, it's like technical errors, or I noticed that I haven't been talking in like the last like 10 minutes. So like you might have noticed, like I was streaming Mass Effect for a string of days.
Yeah.
And the third one seems to be like a lot more intensive on the combat. And I found myself when I would review the VODs and put it like in correspondence with the number of why it was dropping with people was because my ass was just sitting there.
Yeah. You
were I didn't even
in.
know. Exactly. I didn't even know. And I noticed it was after I studied. Gotcha. So I was like way into it and just like zoned out. Gotcha. And that's when I started being like, I can't study during stream. I cannot, because like I've always used studying as a way to combat my ADHD, because I find myself annoying to people. So I would study so that I'd clam up a little bit. It was like my Ritalin. You know what I'm saying?
Do you want to tell the good people of YouTube who don't know what the fuck you're talking about right now?
Studying, I'm sorry, it was a term for homework, which is bud, okay? Like, I don't like saying, I come from, for anyone who's watching this, like, that's from a young generation, y'all ain't gonna know, okay? I was terrified to say the word weed or bud.
Okay.
Or pot, you know what I mean? Because, like, the consequences that came with that, it's a different day and age. So, like, it's just embedded in me. I just call it homework. I call it studying.
That's great, though.
That's
code word. That's like if you know, you know, and if you don't, too bad.
I mean, now everyone's gonna know.
Now everybody knows.
Everyone in their mother's
everyone knows, Soggy. You're a goddamn drug addict, Soggy.
Yeah, no, I just man, like I do that to try to calm down. But when I look at the numbers and I saw that it dropped when I wasn't fully just being me, you know what I mean? Because like at nighttime, I'm a whole nother different person, dude. Like I'm already tired. I've studied maybe a couple of times, and I've also been out and about, like taking care of the kids, blah 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 blah. Yeah. So I'm tired. So like if I ever stream at nighttime, I'm real quiet, or I like to play like quieter games, or just like Valorant and some shit like that. So yeah,
got you. Okay, let's see. Number 3, streaming is tough. It takes years to really grow significantly. When you first started, what did you expect from your first year?
Oh man, it's gonna sound abysmal, homie. It's not. I don't want to sound sad, but I didn't expect to make it a year. I was like,
really?
I didn't. Yeah, I was like, yo.
Well, you expected to quit?
I didn't expect to quit. I expected to get a part-time job and then do maybe only like 1 to 2 days. I was like, I don't know if I could ever do this full time, because like for a long time I was streaming to 3 people, and the 3 people were Angry Lady, who was in the house with me, right. My mom, who's over and comes over all the time, and then I think a bot, you know what I mean, was probably ready to fuck with me, and all I did was get constant like one word liner trolls and then nothing, you know what I mean? Then one day I just started deciding, because I started seeing numbers like maybe like 4 or 5, and I was like, yo, this is what's up. I was like, fucking 4 people are up in here, because I view it as like hanging out with everybody at the Xbox back in the day, how we used to play video games and shit. Like you go over to your homie's house and you'd be like, hey, what's up, man? And it's just like you and 3 other people, and then like 3 other people in the background watching the 4 play like Halo or something. Right. And the 4 in the background are like, oh my God, I get dibs. Whoever loses next, I'm going to play 4.
That's like your chat right there. Pretty much.
Boom. So like right there, it just was like that. It didn't make me want to like do streaming as like a career, but it made me feel good inside, because I was like, man, there's like 4 or 5 people that are chilling in here with me. And like, oh man, this is wild. And then like one of them was Nath, and then the other one was yourself and Talon, and then the last one was actually my moderator, Swiftly. And I don't know what prompted me, but I started reading people's names in chat, and which was kind of funny, because every time I read someone's name, they'd leave. So I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna keep reading these people's names like when they come into my chat, because I just want to greet them like, yo, I got that Southern hospitality, homie. You come over and be like, yo, what's up? Welcome on in.
So before they would say anything in chat, you would greet them?
Hell yeah!
You would.
Call out my lurkers, yeah, and they'd leave.
Okay, yeah.
I was like, well, you ain't about it, so bye.
So you have so you have like Twitch moderator mode up, where you can see who's physically in there. Is that correct?
No. I what's it called? I just know that if I like back then I would click on the viewer list back then
Yeah.
to
Oh,
see
right.
who like that.
Right. Right.
But
Right.
nowadays I don't have it up whatsoever.
Okay, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
because
So like
you don't have to, because you're always going to hit 20 viewers and up. Your regulars are already going to be in there, so you don't really have to. In the beginning, I feel like we're so in our head that like we want that shit up. We want to see who's there. I respect you for calling people out without them saying anything, because I've seen a lot of I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I've seen a lot of videos where people like that's not a good thing because it makes people uncomfortable, but I respect that you fucking did that shit.
well, I mean, I met one of my best friends that went. That's Swiftly. You know,
Yeah.
I called them out, and honestly, I said their name completely wrong. I butchered it,
Okay.
and they're like, "That's not how it's said." I was like, "Well, I'm sorry," and I just kept talking, and then I started rolling up some homework while I was like playing some Valheim, and they actually came forward and was like, "Yeah, I told Raven about it because you were just saying there's rolling homework," and I was
Yeah.
like, "This is wild. What is he doing?"
Right.
So yeah, I called out a lot of people, but for the most part, like in the beginning, I still wouldn't like look at the viewer count too often. But like when I would see like names typing stuff in chat, I was like, wait a minute, there's like 3 people typing in chat. And I know that there's these people who just hang out. Like I used to think they were called creepers. I didn't know the terminology. So I was like, just people who like just don't say anything.
Right.
So I was like, this is wild. Let me see. And that's when I started calling people out. And then I close it again. And if more people started talking, I open it again. And then like see who's not talking and be like, yo, what's up? And it wasn't like for me to be like, yo, start fucking talking. It was just more like, hey, what's up? Like, I hope you feel comfortable that you're here. I hope that you're enjoying your time. And that's the last time that I call you out. And then that was it, and majority of them for real. Like, if you want your numbers to grow, like maybe not do that, but I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah, there you
go. Like 8
I mean,
people,
it's worked for you. It's worked for you. In regards to our community, me and then you, a Baron Von Cheese, a Griffin Gaming. When you look at everyone collectively, you do the best out of all of us. So that calling people out and all of that shit, I mean, fuck it, because you are where you are right now, and that's awesome, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Like I appreciate that. And I can't help but say it, but it's like, the collective mind is what really, really helped me, man. I found the moderators and, the biggest boost to my confidence. And the thing that helped the most was when Angry Lady started joining my chat. Because she didn't join in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? She was like, oh, I'm not about this. She was getting annoyed. She's like, oh, here he is just talking to a bunch of people now all the time, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, I don't know when it changed, but she decided to become a part of the community. And when she did it, to like real talk, it just popped off, like more so when she joined.
Wow.
And she started helping out. And because then, we have, they always, the moderators as a whole always tell me like, yo, you need to talk about yourself more. And like not always say that it's like a team effort, but it is, dude. Like I like it may appear as like a one-man show, but it definitely is. And like they just basically empowered me to be who I was, because when I'm who I am, like who I truly am, it's just a good time, homie. You know what I mean? And that's what I've always wanted to be about. So you noticing that really means a lot, man. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Because you're like I wouldn't say like, I don't know, man, like luck and just like having people, especially like you, Baron, shit, man. Like I had friends like Sleepy and shit like that would come through, and they would, always drop advice, or they always come through with the raids and shit. And it was just like a, like I don't know. I always felt like I got a good vibe from Twitch, because I guess I met people like you and Baron and my moderators. But then there is that dark side that like, I've encountered like so
bot
much,
raids, people who just want to fuck with your day.
Oh, for sure, bro. But like I've learned a lot of tricks and trades from other Twitch streamers and moderators and friends of mine to combat that. And
there you go.
It's fun to see them now waste money. So
right,
fuck them.
I love it. I fucking love it. All right, let's go. Number 4. You have a great community of very dedicated people who come to your stream all the time. If you press start streaming now, and for whatever reason, no one showed up to the stream, how would it affect your stream quality?
I think I have a very odd psyche, bro. So I still end up talking to myself and saying what I am going to do.
Okay.
So I think, and plus I don't look at the numbers, which helps me.
Sure.
So I think I would kind of just roll with it, but I would be extra chill. Like there's no reason to turn up right now. Like, you're just chilling.
Right.
Does that make sense? So like if I was, like if I used to do SOGGEE after hours, right? But it started conflicting with the family schedule.
Sure.
Because I used to stream 8 to 1, and then I stream 8 to 11 at night. I used to do that every single day.
Gotcha.
Sunday through Saturday. And then it started becoming Monday through Friday. Then people started picking up, like you said, they started coming through all the time.
Yep.
Then it went to Monday. Then I found my time slot. But I thought not only locally, I thought globally, like what can my outreach be for each time slot?
I was going to ask you, is there, other than the fact that you have a kid that has to go to school during school hours, is there a specific reason why you choose the 9 to 2 that you primarily do?
I would say the reason why I like doing 9 to 2 and why I chose it was I had the best engagement with my community because I was at my peak of energy.
Okay.
And then my nighttime streams, I was able to reach the same community twice because a lot of them were 12 hours ahead. So like some of my people who I will, little shout out, Melody Shine, yo, what up, girl? She would come in right in the morning. And then if I streamed at night, she would sometimes come through at night. So now I just was able to hang out with one of my friends online in their morning and at their nighttime. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I picked out of those two time zones, and I started seeing that like I had a lot of people from Australia. Shout out to my Aussies, yo, what up? The UK scene, from my wife, she has a lot of family in the UK, and like whiskey and shit like that. Like everybody was just like right down from like the UK area. So then I started hitting those time zones, and I felt like I really connected with those people.
Nice.
So I was like, you know what? Let me make that effort to just be like, yo, let me be consistent, like a morning show. And the morning show is y'all, the community. So like that's why I like talking to everybody from like, Blue Valentine, all of them. So yeah, that's why I picked that time zone. That was my favorite time zone. But nighttime is fun too, man. But it's dangerous at night.
Oh yeah, I mean it's after hours.
Woo! Well, not even just for me. I get nervous.
I used to watch BET after hours. You know what those videos were about. I'm just saying.
It's Adult Swim time. It's Adult Swim time.
For real. All right.
It's dangerous, man.
I love it, man. Let's see. Where are we at? Number 5. You're very consistent with your schedule. Do you ever get burnt out? And how do you combat that feeling to get back into the swing of things?
Bro. I try to do Monday through Friday because it's the least that I can give back to my people. Do I get burnt out? Fuck yeah, homie. Fuck yeah. And you know what? My people understand too, and they see it. And sometimes, streamers and no disrespect to anybody that needs to take a cool down day, because I actually had to take a cool down day once a week for a month.
Bro, I've taken cool down weeks, bro. So
hey, it's all good. But for me, I know how self-sabotage-ish, I don't know if that's the word, I am.
Yeah.
So like real talk, if I say I'm going to take a 3-day break, on that 4th day, if I don't turn on that stream, there's a good possibility in my ass ain't going to turn on that stream for another 2 weeks.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Okay.
Something. So I can't break the habit. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm addicted to what I do right now because I'm having fun with it, and the people that I do it with are hilarious and all of that shit.
Yes, they are.
And
you have a very, very interesting chat filled with funny motherfuckers. Yo, you know who I say? Yo, big shout out to Raven Rambles. Raven is fucking hilarious, dude. She be coming out
hate
and
you for that, homie.
I don't know her that well, and I'm sorry, but Raven has come into my stream and said some shit that has me just in tears. It's like, yo, how the fuck? Yeah.
Yo, she's one of my ride or dies for sure.
Yeah, she's awesome.
For sure, bro.
She's awesome.
She's fire, bro. She's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
When we hung out with her in Colorado, Her and Swift were wild, dude. They were fun.
Can
And they
I
were
just
also
say
super
real
chill.
quick, not to interrupt you, I think it's
what up?
fucking incredible that you actually took a trip from where you are to Colorado to visit two of your biggest chatters, two of your biggest friends now. Because it's not even like, oh, it's just people who come into my, like, these are actual friendships. I think that's fucking awesome, man.
For sure, dude. For sure. I definitely, it's some crazy bonds, man. And it was a really good time. Like, man, it was wild, dude. It was a life-changing trip. Plus, I had to drive in snow to get to them. So I hope you fucking hear me.
They better appreciate that shit.
Man, my butthole was so tight that whole time, bro. It was ridiculous, bro.
I can't with you.
Listen, it was the first time I ever driven in snow, and it was the first time I ever was in a snowstorm, and I had to drive like an hour and a half.
Okay,
it was wild.
So you've always been like Southern East Coast, like your whole life.
Armpit of America, dude. Gator life, baby. It's gross. It's like down here. I've always lived down here. I visited like New York, New Jersey. I flew into Newark, New Jersey, and I stayed there for a little bit with my uncle, Theo Willie. Shout out, yo, what up, Theo? And then,
yo, next time you're in New Jersey, let me know. I'm literally I'm 8 minutes from Newark. I'll go buy you a drink, bro. Yeah.
Oh man, that's what's up. Yeah, see, like he lived up in Newark. I remember going over there to his 2-story. Went to Washington State and in Idaho.
Cool.
You know, Stephen the Spidey Spud. That's about it, man.
Nice, man. Nice. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Number 6. In regards to streaming, where do you realistically see yourself 5 years from now?
Oh man, I can't even imagine. I know this sounds reckless, especially being a father and whatnot, but like seeing myself 5 years from now, I can't even fathom, homie. I can't. I try to live as much as I can in the now. I'm not saying that I'm like arrogant and irresponsible. I have like a complete disregard for everything or whatever. I just try to enjoy the moment, you know, like as much as I can. So
I respect it.
Life plans, like I the only thing I know I can see myself doing, homie, is still going for it. You know what I mean? Like whether it be streaming, whether it be making videos or content or whatever, or maybe it may be art. You know what I'm saying? Like I really want to get my prints and my artwork out there, but whatever it may be, I know I'm going to be hustling. So in the next 5 years, I'll be hustling.
Beautiful. Okay, I'll take it. Number 7. If streaming doesn't work out at all, what would you do for work?
Man, dude, those feet pics seem real tempting, homie.
Yeah, I'm
you know what I'm saying? I'm about to fart in a jar.
Move over, Amaranth.
Like, you know, I'm just like,
I need some soggy farts in my life. I'll pay $1,000 for that shit.
Sweaty, bro. They're gonna be so sweaty. Man, dude, if streaming doesn't work out, like I said, I'm gonna be hustling. But what I would do, I don't know, man. Like like I said, I don't have a plan B. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to live in the now and enjoy what I got right now, and that's like a happy marriage, happy little heathens, those little freaking heathens, and then
how many kids do you have?
A healthy dog. I got 2.
Okay.
Got 2, a little boy, a little girl. They're both heathens. And then my dog Navi, you know,
love Navi.
And oh my god, yeah, worst fucking year for Navi, dude. She had that major surgery. Shit had me broken, homie.
How old is she?
She's not even a year and a half. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I mean by like why I was taking it, and it was such a detrimental hit to me and the family psyche, was because if she was an old dog, you know what I'm saying? You had a good life. We gave you what you got.
You expect that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. You know, much love. We're going to put you down in the house with your loved ones and, you know, all that good stuff. That's why I had to say goodbye to my boy Loki. Rest in peace. But like, you know, and obviously a year and less than a half, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, could I really, you know, like I tried so hard to be all, well, it is what it is, blah, blah, you know, we're gonna have to do this and take care of her, and I don't know about the money, we can't do it, and like we really couldn't, you know what I mean? It was like the cold hard truth was that we were gonna have to say goodbye one way or another. There were options to keep her alive, but it wasn't like the options that we wanted. Like we would have to like surrender and all that bullshit. But the community was like, yo, fuck that noise. And I was like, oh shit, really? Because like I was like, this is my last ditch effort. Let me just like put it out there on all social media platforms, put it out there in the Discords, nonstop talk about it, give everybody updates, be completely transparent. Yo, like this shit's gonna crumble us. Or like I don't know what to do. And I just was like, I just got to show my vulnerability here because I don't know what the fuck to do.
It's hard
and
to do
they
that.
saved their life.
It's hard to do that as a man.
Yeah, so I think as anybody, bro, like, and we live in such a day and age, homie, that like the vulnerability is like, oh, you're just so emotional. You don't, you just talk too much.
Yeah.
And I think it's just is across the board is like, you know, when someone's being vulnerable, it's not that time to pick on them, or it's not that time to ditch them and then turn your back on them and be like, oh, well, they're feeling vulnerable and they're emotional. And now let me turn my back on them and I'm gonna dip out. That's why like the people that I have in my life, from like the wife and the moderators and everything, they're there. You know what I mean? Like if I call them like, yo, I need to talk to you. Like, what's up? Like I'm feeling some sort of way. They always say, listen, if you're feeling some sort of way, you need to talk about it. And that's like that kind of shit that we need to teach general society, is like, it's okay to be vulnerable.
Yeah. You know? And don't bottle shit in, because that's when shit gets a lot worse.
Oh man, but you know, I'm guilty of it. I'm not going to sit here and preach and be like, yo, I never bottle things in. But you know, there's, you know, I have these lapses in judgment where I'm like, nobody wants to hear from me. Nobody wants to talk to me. And that's that depression that's talking. And then sometimes it just takes that one friend to be like, yo, what's good? Yeah. And I'd be like, not me. Right. But now things are good. So yeah, that was with Navi and whatnot. Sorry, I know I went on a tangent there.
No, it's okay. It's okay. This is if there was ever a platform for you to go on a tangent, this is it. Straight up.
Whew, that's dangerous.
All right, let's see what we got here. Number 8. You're really into Stream Raiders, as you can see, because you got the Stream Raiders icons on your webcam. I don't know if you knew that or not. They're there. Please keep them. Don't get rid of them.
They're my guys. They're my guys.
All right. You're really into Stream Raiders. How did you hear about it? What makes you continue to play it with the community?
Angry Lady was like, I like this game. You should play it. And none of us listened. And then Angry Lady was like, yep, play this game. And the moderators were started playing it, and they're like, yo, this is on point. And that was it. Murder, She Wrote. Like, Angry Lady was like, play the game. It's fun, and it gives you something to do. And then, like, right after we took Angry Lady's advice and we went for it, the moderators, like, went balls deep, bro. They're like, we're gonna murk everybody. And their levels are so high. Like most of the community, the VIPs and the people who chill and just kind of like lurk in the background and they play Stream Raiders. I mean, I can shout them all out, but they all like, they're getting their levels like level 20 and 30. And I just love it. I think it's an easy way to engage with the community.
Yes.
You get to see who's like putting in that work. And even if you don't put in that work, it's nice to be acknowledged. Like, you know, I got flag bearers who are like, hey, I'm a level 2 flag bearer, but at least I'm putting it down. And I'm like, exactly. At least you're putting it down. Like, don't be so hard on yourself, homie. You're playing the game. You're with us right now. You're rolling deep. We're in the Soggy Squadron. Let's go.
Right.
And it's a good time. And yeah, I just like it. Plus the Stream Raiders, man, they're on point, dude. Like they're really communicative. My representative is on point. They always reach out to us, and you know, it's really helped out my stream. And the Streaming Raiders community as in a whole, man, it's just people who just want to get down, play some games, and hang out. You know what I mean? Like it's a really good community. Plus they have like, you know, all that other shit. They got like Chef Squad and Marbles now, and I play all that shit.
Nice, man.
The more I can make you do, the better, because we get to hang out. You know what I mean? It's like fun.
That's the mentality that you have to be in. Too many people just push start streaming and just play the game. And that's it. And hope that maybe people come, oh, hey, so-and-so, how are you? Oh, yeah, nothing, just playing whatever again, you know. But and there's not like, I feel like just chatting is extremely important. And maybe not necessarily having to go under the category of just chatting, but just having the camera on you. No fucking game. And just talk. Even if it's for 20 minutes, you just talk to people, because that's going to make people want to stick around. That's going to make people want to come back, unless you're god tier gamer and you're just fucking phenomenal at Valorant, and people are going to come to see that. If that's not the case, You have to do some kind of just chatting or some kind of engagement with your community.
I agree to a certain extent, because in no facet of my imagination am I a god gamer, right? But people sometimes watch me play the game. You know what I mean? Even if I'm like dog water, homie, like real talk. So like prime example, shit, what was it? I forget what game we were playing. Man, it was a good one too. But we were playing a game and I just for the life of me could not get it right. And it was so simple. And
are you
chat
talking
was
about
having
Dark?
a ball. That was just a blip. Okay, chill, man, chill. Why put me on blast like that?
Oh, my bad. I take it back. Nobody heard that.
That was just
I'll
a little
cut it out
blip.
I'll cut it out the podcast.
No, you're good. It was just a little hiccup, but no, I forget what game it was. It might have been Life is Strange, to be honest with you.
You hated Life is Strange. I remember that. Or you hated the main character.
Shout out to everybody who made that game, but I love to hate your fucking game. Because like it was a good game, but it made me hate the game. So I think of it as like the Jamie Lannister of games. Does that make sense?
That makes perfect sense to me.
They did such a good job at making like the environment so toxic and disgusting that I was just like, oh my God, like how I need to take a shower after this. I took a shower before stream. Like, damn, bro. But yeah, those a few times where I get stuck and it's like, and I get real frustrated. I forget what it was, but that content, I guess, is what people kind of look for. So like, if you're just sitting there playing a video game, right, and you're not God tier, at least be yourself. You know what I mean? Like if you get stuck, you're stuck. You know what I mean? Ask somebody in chat. Sure. You don't have to be funny. You don't have to talk for 20 minutes. Just be like, yo, just anybody know how to get past this shit? Because like if somebody's gonna kind of look at their computer screen while they're at work or while they're making dinner or something, or telling their kids to shut up, they're gonna be like, wait, he's asking for help, hold on. And it's weird, it's that little psyche where the human mind is like, I can provide something for you, you know what I mean, whether it be knowledge, you know what I mean,
sure,
or cheering you on, like you got this. Like one of my biggest cheerleaders like ever is like Busy and Raven and Maddie. They'll constantly say, you got this, like you got it, you're good. Obviously besides Angry Lady, because she basically has to wake up every morning and go, you got this, bitch. And I'm like, I love you. Nice. So yeah, she's number one. But it's like, that there's those different people who are just there to hype you up. So I would say it is good to just chat for real. You know what I mean? And I think that's the key. But like, don't ever be afraid of just to have that random blip. You know what I mean? Just to ask somebody, like, let's say you're struggling, you have like one viewer for a 7-hour stream. Maybe ask that one viewer, like, hey, what do you like about this game? Like, why do you like this game?
Right.
Why are you watching
me play this game? Right.
Yeah. Like sure. What, like, am I breaking it? Am I doing something wrong? or am I doing great? And they'll be like, oh no, I just like the game. Okay. And right there, you got a hook. Yep. Like, okay. So what do you like about the game?
Boom.
And now it's a conversation starter. So it's like, I think, and then it goes right into the point of what you said, just chatting.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Love it. Okay. Love it. Let's see. Where are we? Okay. Number 9. I love this one. What is the first video game you remember playing as a child?
First video game that I remember playing would be like Mario 1 or 2, like on the NES or something like that.
Okay.
One of the Marios. And then like the first game that I beat and like actually played and like watched my brother play it multiple times. Because, we come from a different generation. You watch your siblings play the game and then they're done. And then you're like, word, I bet I could do it quicker. And then you do it quicker and they're like, nah, like you messed up. You forgot this. And it becomes this, like, you just keep playing the same game with Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. That was like the first big game that I beat.
So it's like, probably wow, the best game ever made.
I would say that and Breath of the Wild. I think Breath of the Wild is hands down, and y'all can fight me all you want. I think Breath of the Wild is probably one of the best games of like since like 2000 all the way up, for real, hands down. Breath of the Wild is just something different about it, dude. With the immersiveness and the mechanics and how people can break the game, and it's still completely functionable. It's wild, sure. You know what I mean? Speed running it.
I've seen some incredible speed runs where a dude will what the hell did he do? He would jump off a cliff and he would have the bow and arrow out. And then right before he lands on an enemy or something, he would shoot the bow and arrow and it would propel him like way far down the map. Or like the things that speedrunners do in that game is incredible.
Yeah, dude. And like, that's what I mean. Is like the mechanics is like, what the fuck? Like, can I do that? No. Am I going to try to do that? Absolutely not.
Right.
But will I watch somebody do it? Hell to the
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Of course you will. Dope. Yeah. So okay, so Mario was the first one, and the first one you ever beat was Zelda Ocarina of Time, pretty much.
Yeah, that's the first one I can recall like beating from start to finish as on my own. Yeah.
Those are some great fucking games. All right, let's see. Number 10, moving along. What is a special trait or skill you have that not many people know about? And with you, before you answer, I'm gonna exclude the drawing because most people in your community know that you're a fantastic drawer. Anything besides that?
Let me see. Anything besides being a really good drawer. Yeah, people might know this, but I don't talk about it much anymore because I haven't done it in almost 2 years. But powerlifting, so yeah, I used to do the big three. So that's some good stuff right there. Yeah. Squat, deadlift, and
so
bench.
you used to be in the gym like all the time?
Yeah, and I only competed in like 2 very amateur novice, like gym hosted competitions for like strongman / like CrossFit inspired,
gotcha,
if you will, competitions. But yeah, I did like I know the numbers are not that crazy impressive. I weighed like 205 at the time, and I weigh about 235 maybe now. And what's it called? I had a 315 bench and almost a 400-pound deadlift, which isn't that much. Mind you, I have a really bad back, so this was a huge accomplishment for me. And then squat was like, I think like 375 or 360 something, you know what I mean? But you know, those are okay numbers, especially if, you know, for just taking it serious for like 3 or 4 years, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I used to do. And I loved it, man. I was definitely a gym rat. It was gross.
Remind me not to fuck with you.
I'm still, yeah. It's not like that, you know.
I know. I'm just messing with you. That's cool though. Didn't know. And see that right there, that fucking right there is a big reason why I like to do this, because I didn't know that. Most of the people who are going to watch this probably don't know that you're actually a strong motherfucker in real life. That's awesome, dude.
225 rep bench press all day, baby. But my diet is shit. Like my buddy Drunk Dog says,
that's the hard part.
You can't outwork a bad diet, and the military is like, let's show you how. So like a bad diet, like you can work out and be strong, but like I'm not going to be rocking those.
I can't say no to pizza, bro. I can't.
No, man, pizza's a part of that like happy mentality part. Remember?
Here's a question for you. I've gotten to big debates in chat, my own shit, in other people's chat. Do you put pineapple on pizza?
For me, no, I don't.
You don't?
No, I allow it on half of the pizza because I'll eat the other half that doesn't have it, but it ain't going on my slice. Nah.
Oh, that was funny. Yeah, half of the pizza, the half that I'm not having, can have the pineapple on it. Okay, got you. Okay, no pineapple. Good to know. Okay, thank you. You're in an elite class of people now that I know that.
Oh shit.
Let's see. Number 11. Did you own any? Well, you kind of answered this, but let's find out more. What consoles did you own growing up?
I think the NES. Nope. That's a lie. Hold on. We had the Super Nintendo, the Atari.
Oh wow!
And we played Ladybug. Ladybug was Pac-Man. Okay,
right.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
it was Pac-Man. We played. We had the Atari, Super Nintendo, and then that's all we had for a long time. You know what I'm saying? For a long time. Then finally, after every kid in the damn neighborhood was done with it, we finally got an N64.
Okay.
So those were the 3, and then no new games or anything until the GameCube. After the GameCube, my mom's best friend, what's it called? Had a bunch of PlayStation 1 games and stuff like Gran Turismo and all that shit.
Nice.
And Resident Evil, which like fucked me up for like a month or two because I was a little kid and I watched my brother play it and it was terrifying.
Yeah.
And what's it called? After that, we didn't get any games again for a long time. We basically stopped playing video games like altogether. And then my brother came home like out of the blue. I mean, this man came out of left field with this shit. He bought like 4 controllers and an Xbox. Obviously, he was up to no good. You know what I'm saying? And he was just like, "Hey, I got an Xbox and 4 controllers." Like, how the fuck you afford that?
Right.
So then we just,
You just happened to procure this Xbox with 4 controllers.
Halo Edition, mind you.
Nice.
Halo Edition.
So the original Xbox, the first one.
Original Xbox Halo Edition.
The one that's
Halo
as big as a book
controllers.
bag.
Oh my God, y'all don't even know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It because it also had added features, which didn't do shit for performance, but it just made it bigger.
Right.
It just looked like a Halo crate. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that shit's long gone. House got robbed, so yeah, they took all that shit.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But yeah, that was the last one for ages, and then we finally got the 360, and then I didn't get an Xbox One until I met Angry Lady.
Okay.
Angry Lady was playing already on PlayStation, 1 through whatever the fuck they're at, and she was all about Call of Duty, and I had just started dabbling in Call of Duty.
Okay.
So like when we first met, I would go upstairs because we stayed at her parents' house because her parents weren't home. So that's where we stayed.
Of course.
And I was upstairs and she was downstairs, and we would just play Call of Duty.
That's awesome.
For hours, like in the same lobby. And
That's awesome.
we were just like, we met people on there. Like,
so your wife's a big gamer.
She's old school, bro. We're talking the relentless Call of Duty lobby, toxic, it's not a safe place kind of gamer.
Yeah.
And she was born and bred into that shit. And then just recently she's gotten into the more non-toxic, side of video games. She has like a lot of us that play Valorant with her. She's been playing Valheim recently. She's gone back into The Sims. So those are periods she couldn't play those games, dude. She gave birth, and then after we used to be a duo in Battlefield, and we would wreck shit. I was number 11 tanker in Battlefield 1 in my state on my console.
Nice.
And we would wreck shit. It was so much fun. It was like that. Like when I say the good old days of gaming, I'm not referring to y'all. Fuck y'all. I'm sorry. Love you guys, but I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about the good old days gaming with her. We would wreck shit. We get in the helicopters in Battlefield. She'd hang out the helicopter and she'd rocket launcher and shotgun and repair, and I'd mow motherfuckers down. It was some good times. But yeah, that was the tier list, and then we capped that Xbox One until, like I said, when we got our first PC, which was like that whole time no PC,
back.
Bro.
No turning PC. Back after you get a PC. It's hard to go back.
Yeah, because we did have that like 90s PC that every person in the world had.
Yeah.
And I played StarCraft. That was the only computer game that I could play, so therefore I played that and like Roller Coaster Tycoon, like the first one.
Loved Roller Coaster Tycoon as a kid.
Bro,
loved
nasty.
It. I used to intentionally make roller coasters that would kill people. I was a fucked up kid.
Oh yeah, you sound like ambiguous amphibian, man.
Yeah.
Dude makes nasty ass roller coasters. And I'm telling you, bro, like that game was fire. And for everyone out there, it is still a good game.
Of
Fucking
course.
play it. It's
Hell
amazing. Yeah. So I played that on the PC, but StarCraft, dude, till my dying day, I still have it on this PC, Brood War and StarCraft 2. So I love it. So there's I'm not going to I would probably never stream it for one sole reason. And this kind of is it's such an old game, right? It has such a huge cult following, and I've already beat the storyline multitudes of times. You know what I mean?
You would be streaming it just for the sake of it if you actually did.
Yeah, and there would be nothing keeping me tethered to it. So if I'd feel guilty if 4 or 5 people came in and I did the storyline for the Terran and they were falling in love with Kerrigan before she becomes Kerrigan and Jim Raynor and shit. And then all of a sudden, like, I'm not playing it for like another 6 months. Like, well, what the fuck? Like, you left me hanging.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like to complete games. Imagine completing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
imagine completing a game. Wow.
That's that Raven Rambles shit, man.
People do that?
Yo, she indoctrinates motherfuckers, like was saying. It's like, I can't help but always say to gay is the gay. Like, I've been saying that so much recently, like even to my mom and shit. She just looks at me like, what? And I'm like, oh, let's be honest. It's just some funny shit. And my mom starts laughing.
Right.
Because we say let's be honest.
Lesbian.
So.
Got you. I see what you did there.
Oh, she kills it, bro.
All right, let's see what we got here. We're moving along. Holy shit. Okay. You answered this already, pretty sure. What was your favorite game growing up? Was it Ocarina of Time, you think?
Ocarina of Time, but a close second would definitely be 1080 snowboarding. We burned hours and hours and hours and hours.
Really?
And hours.
Okay.
Man, there's something about the game that comes with the console. You know what I mean? Like, you get that game, and if it's like complete garbage, you just chuck that shit, right? But if it just piques that interest just enough, and you actually slap it in before you get one of the games that like mom or dad bought you, you grind that game, and then you get really, really, really good at it. You know what I mean? So 1080 snowboarding was probably very
snowboarding. Close. Nice. I used to play Cool Borders 2 and 3. It was on the PlayStation, and then SSX.
SSX Tricky, yeah,
SSX
that shit was
Tricky,
fire.
yeah. I remember going. This is how old I am. I remember going to Blockbuster.
Hell yeah!
And fucking renting SSX Tricky and not returning it, and then my parents would get charged for it, and then I would get punished, but I got a new game.
Yeah. What was it? It came out to like $60 to $80 if you didn't return it, because I remember they charge your ass every week, and then they charged you the full price of the game after a certain amount of weeks.
It made no sense for us to do it, but I was just that piece of shit kid who would like, I'll act like I lost it. I was really bad, bro. I'll act like I lost it, like, and my dad will be like, yo, I gotta return the game, and I'm like, I don't know where it is. I lost it, and it'll magically turn up like a month later. Or late at night, I'll be playing it and listening to make sure he doesn't come in my room and see me playing the fucking game, because that's big trouble. Big trouble.
Oh yeah, you know, and the last one, man, I would tell you for real is the Soul Calibur series, and as a whole, that was a huge pocket of my game.
Are you nice at Soul Calibur?
I'm nasty, bro. Fucks with it. Let's go.
Who's your guy?
Maxi Astaroth Mitsurugi.
Love it.
Yeah,
I'm a Siegfried Nightmare, Siegfried Nightmare, and Killick. I love Killick.
Oh, Killick was my brother's main.
Yeah.
My God, Killick.
Yep, Siegfried. But for me, Siegfried was my guy.
So, okay, Siegfried was nice. I like that drop kick. That was a good move.
Yeah, he did have the drop. And I used to like stomping people. You could stomp with him.
Yeah, the stomp was ruthless. That was just disrespectful.
So was that the only fighting game you played?
Yeah, like, because I like Soul Calibur and Soul Edge, and I played it on all of them, Xbox, GameCube, and but not on PlayStation. I played Xbox and GameCube, but I didn't play Tekken unless I was at the roller ring.
So for Soul Calibur 3, GameCube had Link.
Oh, he was fire, dude.
And then Xbox had Spawn. That's right.
Ridiculous.
And PlayStation had Heihachi.
And Yoda.
Well, that was, I think, 4, because
4 had
that's
Yoda
when it was 360 and PlayStation, Yoda and Darth Vader.
Yep. You're right.
Oh, yeah.
And the Tekken was that was wild. A lot of people said he was broken. I mean, my least favorite character, Valdo and Ivy, because like they would just murder me. You know what I mean? I hate predict what moves they were going to do.
Yeah, I couldn't. And also Yoshimitsu. I can't predict some of his shit, man.
Yoshimitsu and Killick were probably my least favorite to fight against, because that was what my brother used.
Okay.
He used Yoshimitsu and Killick and Shang Tsung. Zhang Zhuo.
Yeah,
with the sword.
Yeah, he had the sword. Yeah, got you.
The chick with the sword, not Raphael. Raphael was that jam though.
Raphael was nasty. He's the fencing character.
Yeah, he was nasty, but he wasn't for me. I found him a little cheap.
Okay,
a little cheap. Yeah.
Okay. Dope. I like it. Yo, we gotta rock some Soul Calibur sometime. I didn't know that.
Woo!
I'd
Woo!
love to play some fucking Soul Calibur with you one day, man.
Oh, that'd be nasty, dude. Woo!
If video games didn't exist anymore, this is number 14. If video games didn't exist anymore, what would you do in your spare time?
Draw.
Draw. Period. No question.
Draw and work out. That's it. Just
Okay.
draw and work out. And working out and drawing go hand in hand because of the physiques. You have everybody of all walks of life, all nationalities, all sizes, amputees, non-amputees, elderly. I mean, we're talking across the spectrum, and there's no better place to draw.
Awesome.
Yeah, because you can see it and visualize it and see it in motion, and the human body is just you can draw a human body endless kinds of ways. It's like a sphere. There's just no stopping it. You can just draw. Yeah, for sure. Draw and work out.
Nice. And the last gaming and streaming question, I ask everyone this question, okay?
Okay.
Would you give up video games for life and receive $5 million in cash, or would you refuse the money? That means no more video games, no more streaming.
Why? Well, my question, why no streaming? Because I can stream without video games.
You can watch Twitch. No video.
I can't stream. Like me stream, like just even talk to people like on a video call.
No video games, no streaming.
I take the money for sure. Yeah, I'd be out because my community and my family and my friends already know what I'm about. So yeah, I'd be out in a heartbeat because then I'd just be seeing these people in real life.
Pretty much. You know? Word.
Yeah, I would just be like, yo,
with $5 million, you can go see whoever the fuck you want.
Yo, I'm gonna come through my VIP list. Yo, what's up? My moderators. Yo, what's up? What's good? Busy? We flying you in. Let's go. And like, you know, all my donations, I hit it with the SPCA. I definitely take care of like St. Jude's Hospital and anything for Alzheimer's. Pay off my mama's debt.
Beautiful.
Pay off my father's debt. Boom. My father-in-law, not my father. Piece of shit. So then we what's it called? I would do all that, take care of my kids, give them a good education and a good life experience, and travel the world. I'd be out. Yep, and I just post it.
So this is episode 5. Okay, you're the second person who's taken the money. 3 people have refused it.
Oh no, I could cause so much good with all that money. I could change so many people's lives with that money.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, and my outreach is still growing, but like that money would be instantaneous, and I can help those people now. You know what I mean?
This is usually the follow-up question that I have to that. Do you feel by taking the money, you're selling yourself short because you could potentially make $5 million and beyond with Twitch if you really blow up?
So this is going to get dark real quick. It's going to get real sentimental. Okay, I'm just going to tell you. I've lived a very fulfilling and strenuous and crazy life, right? And I would want to be able to give back now without the thought of potentially being able to maybe give the reach out to people. So if you presented me how you said it right now, right? You said take the money and dip and never see this shit again, or continue and possibly blow up and make 5 mil in 1 year, and then you can make 5 mil in the next year.
Right.
Well, with that 5 mil right then and there, I would dip, right? Because tomorrow's never granted. It's just not. It's just not granted. If you think I'll get it done tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll be there tomorrow, then what's the lotto numbers? Because you're speaking the future.
Right. It's true.
So tell me the lotto numbers if you know. That's what I always say. And people are like, that's the dumbest shit. And I'm like, it's not. Because like I can go to sleep and I can wake up and have an aneurysm, or I can have an aneurysm in my sleep.
You can have one right now in the middle of this podcast. Right now.
Boom. So it's like, don't even front and like try to pretend, you know, like I'm not even going to front or try to pretend like that. I don't say that same shit. Like I'll do it tomorrow, but like the life-changing stuff and the things that the risks that I take that I feel that I can't wait for tomorrow are like knowing I want to spend the rest of my life with Angry Lady, knowing I want to buy a home with her, knowing I want to have kids with her. And then the next risk, I know I want to do this streaming stuff. I want to get my voice out there. Those are the risks that don't wait. You know what I mean?
Sure.
If, you know, like if I got the shits today, but I know I can hold the shits and I can shit tomorrow, like a firm one, I don't know, let it ferment. Bro, tomorrow I'm taking that shit. You know what I mean? That's the idea. Like I'm going to have that premise. So if you gave me the 5 mil, I don't know tomorrow's granted. So I'm going to take that 5 mil right then and there. pay off debts, donate what I want to donate, take care of my family, invest the rest, and travel the world to have the memories, because that's what I'm going to take to my grave.
I love it. I love it, dude. And I'm same with me. I've been kind of on a little bit more of a YouTube kind of kick lately than Twitch. I want to create. I want to create content, not just on Twitch. I want to do skits. I want to do this. I don't want to ever stop this, right? But if someone were to come at me with a briefcase here,
yeah.
$5 million fucking dollars, it's yours to stop everything you're doing. I'm going to stop it because my mom will never have to want for anything ever again in her life.
Yeah.
My sister and my niece will never have to. Me and my fiance will never have to. I can buy a big, beautiful house wherever the fuck that I want. Well, maybe not LA, but I can buy a big, beautiful fucking house, and I can have that Tesla in the. I don't have to want for anything anymore. And blowing up on Twitch is not guaranteed. It's almost I say almost because it is possible, but it is almost impossible as a small variety streamer to become Pokimane. It's a lot of luck when it comes to Twitch. A lot of luck. You get rated by the right person. Now you can grind every day, do what you got to do, create a big enough community, right, to where you can earn enough to live. Mm-hmm. But $5 million on Twitch, most people ain't making that. They're just not.
Yeah, and I think that's why I'm so happy, because I'm just like, fuck that noise. Like, I'm not even trying to make 5 mil. You know what I mean? I'm trying to put food on the table, keep a roof over my head, and maybe every once in a while go out with the wifey and the kids to make some memories. And I'm going to be sharing those memories with my community. So it's like, I don't know, man. It feels good, like, living a modest lifestyle. And, like, even if I had that 5 mil, you know, like, I don't know, man. I would just be super chill. So, like, what I'm getting at is, like, at the end of the year, if I were to make, like real talk, if I were to make, like, I don't know, even like $1,000 a month, like, that would be mind-boggling. I mean, the fact that, like, I even put food on the table right now, like, not making that a month is mind-boggling, because that means people are believing in me.
Sure.
So it's like a slap in, like, to me, like, not what you're saying, but like what I'm getting at is, like, if I'm not grateful for every penny that somebody gives me, that's just a slap in the face, because, like, we're there to be free. You know what I mean? It's a free platform. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody got to pay shit to hang out in my lobby, you know, and I don't expect that from anybody. But at the end of the day, like, it's already mind-blowing. What I'm trying to get at is, it's already mind-blowing for me that I can provide for my family doing what I do and loving what I do. And, like, trying to make 5 mil, that ain't for me. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's also what made me choose the 5 mil now, was because, like, man, like, I'd be happy with just making another 300 or 400 bucks. That's it. Like, for real, I'd be set. I'd be like, wow, this is it, baby. Like, we're to me, I'm already, like, feeling like I'm at the big leagues. You know what I mean? But I know I'm not rocking no Tim the Tap Man, Dr. Disrespect, Pokimane, even like some of the other streamers like Fitzy here and stuff like that. They're killing it, but they're not pulling in, you know what I mean, 5 mil or even $1 mil a year. And I think that, like, it's just wild to see some people have the thought that streamers are making bank. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not like that. You know what I mean? I would really put it equivalent to being like a waiter, or like a waiter or waitress or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, you're kind of performing a service, and you don't know if it's really, like, guaranteed, because, like, you know, people can stiff you on bills and stuff like that, but they're still paying to be there. See, but Twitch that's why it's such a weird, dude. Being a streamer is weird, because you don't have to pay. So it's like, every time someone pays, it just blows my fucking mind. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just get thrown by that.
The generosity of people is
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you said about, like, luck. Like, I'm lucky I met this many people that believe in me and that say, hey, we're donating or we're subscribing to you because we don't want to see you fail. And that shit is fucking, like, the biggest life change. Like, you know, obviously Angry Lady, you know, she's like, I believe in you. You know what I mean? I love you. Because, you know, she
Right.
does. And but she says it and she means it. And I hear it. And then having that reaffirmed by a community of people who may stop by and some people who do stop by every day. And, you know, everybody who maybe checks in like once every month or two, like even that little check-in, dude, that's fire.
awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah. I love it.
Before we get to the speed round, I see here that I missed one real quick. Are there any streamers 1K and up viewer wise that you enjoy watching?
Yes, for sure. Right. Along probably for like the last 2 years, Dr. Disrespect.
Okay.
I've been watching him.
Yeah,
I think he's hilarious.
He's the man. Oh, of course.
He's amazing. I think he's just he's fucking top notch. And then another 1K streamer or a person that I feel like should be a 1K streamer because of the level of just everything is like beyond over the top is that sandwich dude. But like he's up there, but he's not a 1K streamer. I think it's hard for me to think of one maybe over 1K average viewership. Jesus, I don't even know if I
like. I actually do. I enjoy watching Pokimane. I think Pokimane. Okay. I think Poki's actually really cool. I'll throw on Shroud because whenever a new game pops up, Shroud usually plays it. And getting back to God tier gamer, that's Shroud. Shroud is just, he's great in everything that he plays.
He breaks it down, yeah.
Yeah, he breaks it down well, and he's the one you want to go to. If you want to get nice in a game, and a game just came out, you want to watch some Shroud, you know? XQC here and there. So I tend to watch the really, really big streamers, I think also because I like to take little bits of everyone. I've taken little bits of what you do. I've taken little bits of what Baron Von Cheese does. I've taken little bits of fucking XQC, even Pokimane here and there, because I feel like in order for us to be our best selves, we have to recognize that there are people doing what we're doing and they're doing it better than we are. So it's okay to take little snippets and make it your own. So that's why I like to watch big streamers for that reason.
Yeah, I think I don't know why it's something with me, man. I don't know. I watch a lot of like the community. You know what I mean? Like I like to see what they're about. I don't know. It just like makes me kind of get a little bit of a feel of where they're coming from. You know, so like some of the community members that are in your community, some of your moderators, some of the other communities that I don't really like get to hang out with often because of the time difference. Like I like to kind of watch them, and they inadvertently let me know more about them. And so next time they come through, I have something to talk to them about. You know what I mean? Right. That might have struck my my curiosity. So I watch. Yeah, that's my answer. Like unfortunately, I don't watch a lot of streamers that are 1,000 and up, like maybe Dr. Disrespect and Fitzy here, and that's about it.
And that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, man. We're all done. So now we are going to do the rapid fire speed round. I am going to hit you with 15 speed round questions. You have to answer them as fast as humanly possible. Are you ready, my good sir?
Yes, let's go.
Number 1, McDonald's or Taco Bell?
McDonald's.
Number 2, Game of Thrones or Breaking Bad?
Game of Thrones.
Number 3, cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Number 4, Netflix or Hulu?
Oh. Hulu.
Number 5, Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Number 6, hot dogs or hamburgers?
Hamburgers.
Number 7, Android or iPhone?
Oh, I did like Android a lot more, but I have an iPhone, so Android.
Number 8, Sonic or Mario?
Oh, Mario.
Number 9, Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Number 10, Xbox or PlayStation?
Xbox.
Number 11, Rich and Famous or Rich and Unknown?
Don't know either. You mean me, like being rich or famous?
Would you rather be rich and famous, or would you rather be rich and unknown?
Rich and unknown.
Okay. Number 12, skill or popularity?
Skill.
Number 13, serve in heaven or reign in hell?
Oh, that's sad. Oh, serve in heaven. Yeah, I don't want to hurt people that are already bad people. I mean, though that would be nice, but then that'd make me a bad person. Heaven. We'll go heaven.
Number 14, whiskey or tequila?
Oh. Because I'm older now, tequila, less heartburn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 15, TikTok famous or YouTube famous?
I don't like doing the dances, so YouTube.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So we're done. Not too bad. All right. We got the
okay.
We got the 5 edgy open-ended questions next that you did agree to.
Okie dokie.
So we're going to rock them right now. Are you ready, my good sir?
Yeah, let's go.
Here we go. Number 1, COVID has taken the world by storm. Are you for the vaccine or not, and why?
Oh, I'm for the vaccine because it's herd immunity and it will help the people who aren't able to defend themselves. So, yeah, I'm for the vaccine.
You are? Okay.
I'm glad polio's not around or smallpox.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 2, are you pro-choice or pro-life, and why?
Pro-choice because it's a woman's choice.
Period. Period. There's really nothing else
hard.
to say. Yeah.
It's really not that hard.
I've said this before. I don't understand how mentally you can be so conservative. Like I play the fence a lot, and I know sometimes that's not cool. You should pick a fucking side. But me in particular, I don't understand how you're so fucking conservative that you can't understand the fact that you just said right there, it's not your body. If you don't have a vagina, why do you feel that you have a fucking a say in the matter?
Let's leave it alone. Let them decide.
That's it.
It's their body. That's it.
Okay.
It's that easy. Sometimes the easiest answer is the hardest to swallow.
Agreed. 100% agreed. I love that. I'm going to steal that. Let me see. Number 3, with all the mass shootings going on in America, what's your take on gun laws?
I had this conversation with Crown. He's in the military, and a few of my other military buddies, and my father-in-law, who is also military. And I think it's about they're explaining it to me about the barrel. And I don't know a lot about guns. I've only shot them at like one place, you know what I mean, and been around them, but I never handled them. I don't know enough about them, so I can't speak on it. But I mean, anything to get these shootings down, please, for the love of freaking God. Because yeah, I got 2 little ones, and they go to school, and it's weird. It's weird thinking that I just put my kid in a situation when I really was just trying to get them an education.
Right.
It's not a good feeling. And I know that some of these higher up senators and stuff like that are not in our position, and they live in a little bit of a smaller lake, and we're in the ocean.
Yes.
So it's hard to try to it's hard for them to meet in the middle. You know, they don't want to be in brackish water. Right. So
do you think the common man should be able to have a gun?
I think anyone can have a gun, sure, but do I think it's a right? I don't think. I mean, like, it's a right to education and human rights, but like to have a gun, I don't know. To me, it really doesn't bug me. I don't know why. I don't carry a gun. I don't have a gun license. I don't. You know what I mean? It's just
have a desire to.
I don't live in that world, so really, everything, even what I just said, is definitely irrelevant because I don't live in that world.
Right.
I'm in a whole nother world. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Number 4. If you had the power to remove either world hunger or world violence, which would you choose and why?
World hunger, because violence is just an act of human mentality. And to get rid of that, you'd have to get rid of human life. So I'd rather preserve or give life a chance than to remove it. So world hunger.
Great fucking answer. Holy shit.
Thank you.
And number 5, to wrap up the soggiest episode of the Streamer Showcase. Donald Trump was a very controversial president, to say the least. What's your opinion of him?
My mom said if you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything good at all.
And that's it.
Much love, bro.
Guys, SoggeeTissue, bro. This is the moment where you tell everybody your schedule, so I can make the little graphic come under your beautiful beard, and we can wrap it up and get out of here, man.
Oh shit. Okay, that's what's good. Much love. Well, my schedule is Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to whenever. Keep those notifications on because I do still do some Soggy after hours during the week, and Sundays are a no-go. So
got you.
Fuck that noise. I'm hanging out with my family.
There you go.
I got family. Love you guys. Thank you so much, man.
Beautiful, beautiful. Any last words before we get out of here?
Treat others how you want to be treated, bro. It ain't that fucking hard.
It's really
be
not.
Nice. Just be nice to people, man. That's it. Like we can use a lot of that in this world right now. That would be my last message.
Okay. Love it. We'll be back next week with a new streamer. Everybody have yourselves a good one. Generico and Jay signing out. We're out of here.
This is the love we're making.